Good morning. Hi, I'm Linda Schiller-Hanna, Clairvoyant. This is segment 2 of my series, Follow Spirit Without Question. Today is July 20th, 2022. It's 8 in the morning. It's time to tell you more about my visions and understanding. It's all good news. Worry not, my friends. I'm going to give you a little bit of the backstory on this. I believe it was 1978. I was living in California, Berkeley area. I met a man from Czechoslovakia who was a nuclear physicist. And we became friendly, and we drove to Disneyland one day. And we were touring the park. And at a certain point, we were near the edge of the park, where there was a parking lot just over a fence. And it's sunny. The rides and things were behind us. And suddenly, over the parking lot, within just 20, 30 feet of us, appeared a UFO. I did a painting of it. I'm going to show it to you. This UFO was lower than the telephone pole. It was so close, say 20, 30, 40 feet away, very close. It was very narrow, about this tall. It had a band of windows, tiny little windows, all around the circle. It was shaped like a Dorito. It had kind of this elliptical look. It was kind of a whitish gold color. And it just hovered in front of us, kind of like a dragonfly. Just there, hovering. We both stared at it. Then it made a motion. It did a sharp whoosh to the right, a sharp whoosh to the left, came back to the center, and disappeared like a broken bubble. Gone. I looked at my friend George and I said, "Did you see what I saw?" And he said, "Yes." We were both astonished. I thought about this countless times. And more recently, with the help of YouTube, I have begun to watch many videos about UFO sightings and to do greater reading. And one of the things I've discovered is that ETs, UFOs, often appear before people who are involved in nuclear power work. George was a nuclear power scientist. And that gave me a whole insight into why it happened. Within a few months of that, my psychic abilities began to open up. I feel that this might have been one of my activating moments. That is the summer, or that is the time, I guess, after that I dreamed that Skylab would come down in Perth, Australia. Published it, and it came down within 200 miles of Perth, as my dream had predicted. So I've had many years of dealing with mysterious things. I've had many years of being a professional clairvoyant. I have many many years of working through my own thoughts, my own feelings about the messages I'm giving you. Believe me, the last thing I want to be is a crackpot, a crazy, a marginalized person. How interesting that we're hearing the birds in the background and now an approaching siren. What is that? Is that coincidental? I think not. I have good news today. I talked in the last video about an approaching asteroid, and I made a mistake in that video, and here it comes really close. Okay, move on by. I misspoke. It apparently is supposed to arrive April 13th, Friday, 2036, about 14 years from now. Okay, so what does that mean? That means we've got about 14 years to figure this out. And I'm not going to abandon you. I'm going to stay with you throughout this time. And I'm going to keep sharing the visions I get, the feelings I get, the experience and the awareness that I'm getting. So, it's good news. I have been getting these visions and messages and downloads from Spirit for about 15 years now. And over again, they are reinforced. They come again. They come when I'm speaking to another soul. Another soul. I am told in my inward voice, tell this one, tell that one, tell that other person. Little by little, I have told this message. Little by little, I've put it out there. And now I'm being told to tell you. It's really good news. Even if our Earth goes up in smoke, which is likely to happen with this asteroid, we are going to be saved. I didn't ask if we were going to be saved. It was shown to me that we will be saved. There is a large planet to the east of our Earth, far away, not in our solar system, very far away. It is larger than Jupiter, and it is inhabited by very enlightened, loving souls. And they are aware of our predicament and the fact that there are many billions of us here. Their planet is underpopulated. They see us worthy of saving. We are enough like them. We have evolved long enough and far enough that the experiment of life on Earth, going through all those stages of development, deserves rescue. And they are prepared to do this. They are prepared to bring all of us to their planet. It is hard to even say this because, right, sure, she's been smoking something weird. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I don't drink beer. I am a very normal 74-year-old woman in many ways. I'm trying to stay off sugar. This is not my thing, to drive you crazy and talk about weird stuff. So this is the message. I see it happening like this. Perhaps you're asleep in your bed. You awake for some reason in the night. You get a telepathic message. Go out into the backyard. You follow it. You go out into the backyard. There is a small spaceship there, large enough to hold you and your family. You're telepathically told, get on the ship. You go into the ship. No resistance. It's okay. It feels safe. It is safe. This particular group is a loving group, and they want to save us all. The few folks I've told this to keep asking the same question. Can I bring my pets? And I didn't get an answer for a while, but eventually it came. Yes, they will come as clones. For practical reasons, it's easier just to bring their DNA and recreate them in the new dimension. We, however, will go in full form. There will be places for us to sleep. We will be asleep for 9 months, as long as a birth cycle, as a gestation. Meanwhile, we will be flown far and fast out of our galaxy to this other planet, which I want to call Planet of Peace. Edgar Cayce said that we will be living with 1,000 years of peace, and I'm convinced it's going to be on this new planet. So what is it like? It's very special. It's enormous. When we wake up from our long journey and unload from the ship and start to breathe the air, we will be delighted to discover it is much richer in oxygen than our Earth. This will be very rejuvenating. This will be youthening. This will be healing. This will immediately enliven us and heal us. I've been told from Spirit, through downloaded messages, that all 9 billion of us will be taken to this new place. I checked on the internet this morning. I asked, when will the Earth reach 9 billion population? Because I was told specifically 9 billion. 8,900,000,000 in 2036, the same year that this asteroid is coming towards us. Even the 9 billion fits. They said they will bring everyone, people in jail, people with mental illness, people with illness. Everyone will be given opportunities to heal. It'll take about 6 months for most folks to acclimate to this new environment. It will be very gentle. There will not be a requirement to work. I specifically asked, are you sure this isn't heaven? Are you sure you're not just showing me the afterlife? Again and again they said, no, this is not heaven. This is another planet. You are worthy of being saved. I have thought long and hard before being public with this. I have been getting messages on and off for many, many years. I will be talking to a certain individual, and my inner voice will say, tell this person the vision. And one by one, I have told particular individuals the vision. I always feel a little crazy saying it, to be honest, but I say it. And it universally brings comfort. I am wanting this to bring comfort to you. That is the purpose of this message. Comfort. to you. Your mind is probably exploding with 1,000 what ifs. Well, what about? Well, how, why, when, what? Crazy thoughts. Normal. I think that's why I have to talk to you ahead of time, to give you time to wrap your head around it. This is going to be a wonderful new place to live. As you know, Earth has gone through many cataclysmic times. The dinosaurs were wiped out with one big rock, as big as Mount Everest, way back 4.5 billion years ago. According to the science, the one that's headed towards us is as large as 3.5 tennis courts. You can look it up on the internet. You can look up the asteroid. I believe it's called, I can't pronounce it, Apocalypse or something. Not Apocalypse, but I refer you back to the video that is in video 1 that I've given. Neil deGrasse Tyson will give all details at 1 hour, 12 minutes, 5 seconds in that video. All the scientific data about that asteroid that's coming our way. I'm not the only one in my family to see a UFO. When my brother was a little boy, he was swimming in a lake near our hometown with some friends. A spaceship came down over the lake. Little guys came out like on a little balcony. My brother was kind of cheeky. They hovered there a while. They started to leave. And my brother says, "Come on back." And they came back. And then he had hours of lost time. And I said, "What happened after that?" He says, "All I know is we all got drunk. We got drunk out of our minds." He was just a young teen. My brother had other metaphysical abilities. He was able to do telekinesis. He once moved a beer can across the coffee table. He could make it thunder and lightning. One time he was arrested by the police in the park. They put handcuffs on him. And he raised his hands up and says, "You can't catch me," and they fell off. He said they did it again. He did it again. They fell off. And the third time, they just took him to jail without the handcuffs. He ended up finding AA in jail and eventually had 21 years of sobriety, helping many people recover before he died of cancer at 49. The point is, the ETs are appearing all over. If you just watch some YouTube, just watch, putting in the topic of UFOs, there will be dozens and dozens and dozens of bona fide accounts. You can find out about the UFOs going into the Nimitz carrier off the coast of San Diego in that area. You can see some of our astronauts telling their stories. There are many, many, many bona fide experiences. If you're watching this, you're probably a believer anyway. But I just want you to know there's hope. Edgar Casey said that we're going to go into 1,000 years of peace after the earth changes. The good news is 1,000 years of peace, we will be safe on a brand new planet in this body that you are now inhabiting. Worry not. Worry not. I thank you for watching today. That's all I have for now. One last thing. If you haven't been paying attention, the new telescope, the James Webb telescope, is bringing back incredible pictures from all the galaxies out there. If you've never flown at night over our Earth and seen thousands and thousands of lights below and not wondered why any ET visiting our area of the Earth wouldn't be fascinated with what's going on down there. Our planet is beautiful. We have lights, we have water, we have green, we have activity. Any passing spaceship would want to stop in and see what's going on planet Earth. We are an interesting place, and ETs are coming from all over. Not all of them happy, not all of them healthy, not all of them with our best interests at heart. But those on the planet of peace care about us, are committed to helping us, and are standing by. Even as we speak, they're probably building thousands and billions of ships to take us to our new home. God bless you, and thanks for sharing. Thanks for showing up. Signing out today, Linda Schiller-Hanna. Take care.